Hello, everybody. Welcome to my podcast and my YouTube channel. Y'all know who I am by now. Thank you guys for joining me for this episode. If you guys like the commentary and want to hear more, please hit the like, subscribe, and notification button on YouTube. And if you guys like the commentary on my podcast, please go to Spreaker.com/ my name, and you'll be able to see all of my podcasts or all of the podcasts I have, from Finding Your Inner Peace and Tranquility, A Happier You Leads to a Healthier You, um, Minding Your Own Business with Self-Respect Leads to the Love of Self, The Old You versus the New You, Imperfection Radio Podcast, Opening Pandora's Box, African Melanin Queens, and You Are What You Consume Radio Podcast. I am doing this on all of my podcasts because I feel like that I need to do this because I need to make an announcement. I've been having throat issues for a very long time, and doctors haven't been able to tell me what's been going on, and now it's gotten worse to the point I can't drive. It's hard for me to eat. It's even hard for me to breathe. I was just in the emergency room last week. So I wanted to make this announcement because I want y'all to think. I don't want anybody thinking that I'm leaving permanently, because I'm not, until they figure out whether or not they have to do surgery on my thyroid. I'm going to have to take a very long leave of absence because I don't know how things are going to be if they have to remove it, or if they have to try something to get the swelling to go down. So once they figure out what the issue is on this side of my throat, or if it's my ears, then we'll figure out what the next move and the next phase is going to be. Walking away from my podcast is not going to be easy. Taking this hiatus is not going to be easy, but it's something I really need to do because my throat has been bothering me for quite some time. And so I'm going to take a break for a little while, just until I get things back to where my throat isn't hurting as bad and it's not hard for me to swallow and it's not affecting my driving and things of that nature. So it's going to be a long road ahead of me. But while I'm gone, I'm going to be writing a book, getting my courses together, and getting prepped. So when I come back, I will have a course to be able to sell, be able to do jewelry, things of that nature, writing down my thoughts versus speaking, because speaking only makes it worse. So I am taking this extended break because I need to work on my throat. I've been trying to work through it, and I've been trying to basically get past it, but it's getting very unbearable. Even now, it's hurting as we speak. So I have to do what's best, not only for my health and wellness, but also my life. I got a child to think about. I got people I love, and I got to do what's best when it comes to that. So I want to be able to um, focus on just getting better and focusing on my health and wellness. I appreciate y'all for being so supportive through this journey that I've been on. Y'all have my other videos to listen to for the time being until I come back. And if you guys continue to support, I greatly appreciate it. It would really mean a lot to me. Um, I won't know to the 3rd of December what exactly they're going to do, but hopefully they will find answers and figure out why it's swelling and what in fact is going on. Hopefully we'll be able to figure it out. It may take a little bit of time, but I'm sure we will eventually figure it out. It may have to do some antibiotics. They may have to give me something to stop the pain. Hopefully it won't cause a reaction in other places of my body. So hopefully that won't be the case. But if it's not helping, then they may have to remove my thyroid. I may still have to be on thyroid medication the rest of my life. It's just I'll have one thyroid versus having two. I never thought in a million years that I would be going through so much as far as health issues, especially with my throat area. I remember when my ex hit me in the throat for the first time. I should have went to the hospital, had it checked then, but I didn't, which is my fault. But you can't change what has happened in the past. All you can do is, you know, do better now. But what I would say to a lot of you is I need you to stop worrying about things when it comes to relationships, when it comes to marriage and all this other stuff. I need you to focus on your health and wellness. That is what's important, is your health and wellness. People going to come and go in your life. You are the constant. You have one life and time is going to pass you by. And while you're sitting stagnant, trying to be a people pleaser, seat filler, Captain Save a Hoe, and a Build a Bear, it ain't worth all of that. So I just wanted to do this particular video and podcast, as far as my radio podcast, and let you know without y'all, there's no me. I will be nothing without y'all. And this has not been a fun journey, but it ain't nothing I can do about it. All I can do is just pray that it gets better and that they can give me medication for the swollen, whether it's a gland or whether it's the thyroid. But when I went to the emergency room, my thyroid was swollen, and all the times I've been to doctors, nobody has given me medication for it, and now it has gotten worse. So if they have to remove it, it's going to be the same thing that happened with my gallbladder. Nobody told me I had an infection in my gallbladder, and they had to end up removing it. So what I would say to people, if something's wrong, don't give up. Don't just let somebody tell you there's nothing wrong when you know how your body feels. Don't just give up. Now, the benefits of this situation is that I'm changing a lot of my habits because of my medical condition. I'm changing a lot of things which I'm pretty much happy about. But is it hard? Was it easy to do? No, it wasn't. I don't know what my next move is going to be, but if my if it is where it's worse, then yeah, they will have to go ahead on and remove it. But it'll be up to a thyroid doctor of whether or not they're gonna have to or not, or whether a thyroid doctor would have to come up there. So it really would be up to the thyroid doctor to see what's going to happen as far as what they're going to do. But my appointment is like 2 weeks away. Trying to hang in there. But if I go back to the emergency room, that means they're going to have to bring the thyroid doctor to the hospital for them to find out what in fact is going on. And I may have to be admitted because this is like the third or fourth time I've been to the emergency room for the same issue. And it's not getting any better. I remember when you used to go to the hospital, and if you had to be admitted, the doctors would come up to the hospital and they would check on you to make sure you're good. But now they just sending you to the doctor for them to find out what's going on. It's crazy, but at the end of the day, like I said, if I could get in sooner, I would. But I don't know how long it's going to be as far as hanging in there. But going in silence is going to be kind of a good thing. And sometimes you have to sit still through the storms and pray and hope that everything gets better and that everything's going to be good. So sometimes going in silence can be a good thing because you're able to rest. I'm able to rest my throat, so I won't be talking so much. I'll be able to rest my throat, so I'll be able to just, focus on just getting it better. It's no different than a person who strains their voice and they have to go in silence for a little bit, not talk, not do nothing. It's pretty much like that. But it's gonna take some time, but it will get better within time. I'm sure of it. I have faith that it will. But I just want to come on here and let y'all know that I am taking this break. I'm excited about it, but sad about it at the same time. Because I mean, my podcast means so much to me. It does. It got me through a very difficult time, but unfortunately, I have to take this break. So I just wanted to say thank y'all for supporting me. I greatly appreciate it. And I'm going to go through this journey of resting my throat. No social media, no being on social media, no videos, no nothing. I'm just going to be like y'all for now, just a spectator, just a subscriber, just like the rest of you for a little while until they figure out what's going on. Once they figure out what's going on, then we can go about seeing how to go about fixing the situation. But they said I don't have cancer, so that's not what it is. It's just swollen. And we have to just figure out why it's swollen. And once we figure out why it's swollen, whether there's an infection or not. Then I'll know what medication they're going to give me and just hope and pray that it doesn't. It's going to irritate it. And I am going to have a panic attack because it's going to irritate it, which is why I have a panic attack. So for those of you that think that you're having it, sometimes you can have anxiety, but you can also have anxiousness. I have more so anxiousness than anxiety because anxiousness is more physical, anxiety is more mental. So it just depends. I learned that today from a pastor. So yeah, that has been fun. But I know it's going to take some time, but sometimes there's signs that you have to walk away from things and take a temporary leave of absence or a temporary, you know, hiatus for a while. Even with content creators, some content creators have to do that. Sometimes people lose their jobs or get burnout for the same reason because sometimes we have to sit still through the storm and not do nothing. Just sit through and just wait. Now, don't get me wrong, it doesn't mean you're not doing things, it just means you can't go nowhere. You just got to sit still and make the best of the situation and the circumstance that you have and just continue to do the things to improve what you're going through and then let God do the rest of the work. Praying that God, as far as the hands that touch my throat, is going to make sure that it's better. But it's not going to be an easy journey. No, it's not because it's been going on for years. It's been a lot of things going on for years that I wish that they would have been told me what was wrong. But I'm gonna take it one day at a time, one step at a time. And like I said, this will give me a great time to finish the courses and writing the book. So I'm not really necessarily taking things down, but I'm just going on a hiatus. So right now, what I'm going to do is go on Spreaker and change my actual plan from the plan I had it on to something else temporarily just until I am 100% of where I need to be. So I hate the fact that I have to do this, but you got to do what you got to do, especially when it comes to taking a break. Sometimes you just got to. So even though you want to not want to do that, sometimes you just have to. So even though I hate the fact of doing this, but sometimes you just have to take that break that you really don't want to take, but you need to take it. So I'm going to go ahead and go on Spreaker.com and go ahead and change my stuff over so that way I can take a break until I'm able to come back and, do that. So I'm not thrilled about any of this, but you got to do what you got to do. So even though I'm not thrilled about it, even though I need, sometimes you just got to take a hiatus. So it's not something I'm thrilled about, but you got to handle your business accordingly. So if I can't do something, then I'm going to have to figure out how to go back and fix it. But it's going to take some time, but I'm going to get through it like I get through anything else that I go through. It might take a little bit of time, but at the end of the day, sometimes we just have to take a hiatus or a break. And that's what I'm going to do is take a hiatus and a break. So even though I'm not thrilled the fact that I have to, but unfortunately, I'm going to have to for a little while. But sometimes you got to do what you got to do in order to be the best version of yourself. And you're not thrilled about the fact that you got to do this, but you don't have a choice. So all I can do is just take things one day at a time, one step at a time. So I just wanted to come on here and let you guys know that I am going to take a very huge break and just know I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. And I will let you guys know every step of the way. I'll come on periodically to let you guys know how I'm doing and how things are going. But for now, I got to go in silence for a while and just sit in silence and just enjoy life without social media, life without doing anything concerning my voice, unless I have to talk. So I just wanted to do this video right quick and just tell you how much I appreciate y'all and how much I love y'all. But just keep me in your prayers. Just keep supporting my podcast, even though I'm not doing it every day. But I just want to take the time to just say thank y'all. So with that being said, don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, notification button on YouTube. And for those of you on my podcast, just go ahead and continue to support me. And I greatly appreciate it. I love y'all. And I will see y'all soon. Well, whenever this is over with. Bye, y'all.